Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a good day. I'm having a great day because I chose to have a great day. Sure, there are things I have to worry about, and I chose actually, let me rephrase, I chose not to worry about stuff that I can't change at the moment. I only am focusing on the answers to the perceived problems that are happening. So I know during this quarantine, a lot of us are going a little bit cray-cray. I know I am sometimes. I have my ups and downs and all arounds. But I had a question for you today, and this will totally shift your energy and your perspective and lift your spirits today. So, lately I've been doing my morning meditations here. I turned my little settee over to face my beautiful, I live in San Francisco, if you don't know, and it faces this gorgeous view of Coit Tower. So grateful for that. And recently, every morning, I've been talking to my plants, and I always talk to my plants, and you know what? They do grow, because look, I got this plant right here, my fiddle leaf fig, from IKEA for 14 bucks, and it was like down to my knees, and now look, I think we have about 12-foot ceilings here. So it's grown, and I always talk to Freddie, I give you love. And it sounds strange, but just stay with me for a moment. There's another plant here I got from the Japanese. I'm gonna call it her Ikigai. And I love her so much because when I bought her, she was teeny tiny. And this little leaf here, this little pink one, look how big it is compared to my hand. It was teeny tiny, like this baby leaf right here hiding behind this little guy, see? And I've been actually like rubbing it and talking to it every morning. I know I sound crazy, especially because I just got out of the shower from my morning walk, and I'm looking cray-cray, but I had to tell you this message. So I talked to it, and it was awesome, and I would rather spend my day focusing on the positive stuff like that, that brings me so much joy, than on the wah, wah, wah. So let me show you these flowers. I got them from Trader Joe's, and they are, I think they're garden roses. They're teeny tiny yellow ones. And you know what? Hold on a second. Thanks, guys, for bringing me joy. Anyway, talk to my roses today. But you know what? I have been wasting my time this week because I got these last Thursday, and today is just about a week later. And they have not bloomed, not a single one, boo. And every day I looked at them and I'm like, ugh, why didn't you grow? But then I saw my friend's awesome quote today. Anita, who's a soul sister of mine, we kind of have like some psychic telepathy going on because we're always like messaging each other the same things. And she had the sentiment on her private Instagram, so I won't share her Instagram here, but she is super spiritual, and I just like love her because I always feel grounded and lifted and gifted and shifted when I hang out with her, and that's my life's mission, is to do that for people. And she posted some flowers today, and she said, "Learn to love unconditionally." And she reminded me of this quote from one of my favorite books, and I need to reread it now, from Dr. Richard Carlson, who is the author of Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. And I'm going to actually read it because I actually wrote it down because it really touched me today, because I've been focusing some of my energies every day on these flowers that didn't bloom. And I saw this quote that says, this is a quote from Richard Carlson that Anita reposted. "Love your plant, whether it blooms or not, whether it lives or die. Just have unconditional love for it." And that made me really like shift my perspective, because I'm like, hey, first of all, I had the money to buy these flowers, and they weren't super expensive. They were a few bucks, but you know what? They brought me so much joy when I picked them up at Trader Joe's, when I see them every morning. And just because they didn't bloom didn't mean they didn't bring me joy. So I was just thinking, how can I bring that kind of thought process into everything, into the design of my home, into the work that I'm doing, when days it's been hard for me to focus, and all last week has been hard for me to focus, but just to have that time, the slowness that this pandemic is forcing us all to slow down, is a gift. So it really changed my perspective this week, and I've sort of passed that kind of knowledge along to my cousin, who's building her dream house. And she messaged me the other day. I was all zen here, got done meditating, and she sent me a text and said, my windows came from Home Depot, and I'm so annoyed because they broke, and it's going to take another 2 weeks. And then I sent her a beautiful message, a voice message actually, and I said, calm yourself. It's all good. Think of the blessings. You get to build your dream house. Hello. And Second of all, construction stopped. You haven't even started construction. So who cares if it comes in 2 weeks? Stay in the moment, stay present, and love unconditionally, no matter where you're at. And choose to, as you walk around in your day-to-day, choose love and unconditional love, even for other people. When I'm walking around, I get so annoyed when people are walking around without masks and they're running right by me because I wear my mask outside on my short daily walk. But I have to realize that everybody is at a different place on their path, their spiritual path, or their life's path, whatever you want to call it. And some of us bloom earlier or later. So that's my message today. I love you, flowers. I love you guys. Stay well and stay in love and peace. And smell the flowers. Don't you love them? Yay!